Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, the Premier League week is going to conclude this week. We've got a double header in a week, essentially, in the sense that we play Leicester, and I believe we conclude our season away at Huddersfield. We've obviously had our last away home game, pardon me, against Burnley. So, yeah, let's preview the game against Leicester, people. Deluded. It's in the name. But, yeah, game against Leicester now, it's of no importance, essentially, and I say that lightly. You guys know I always think there's something to play for. At the end of the day, there's 3 points on the line. You still got to play and carry out your job and be professional. But we can't move lower than 6. We can't go above 6. I believe they're ninth on 44 points or something like that. 6th versus ninth. So it's almost somewhat done in it. Now I believe Leicester. There's question marks over the players, over player power, over several reasons for their slump in form. Question marks with the fans over the manager. Apparently the board retained faith. Michael Appleton, an assistant coach or something at the club, has questioned both the professionalism and the mentality of the players. So a lot is going wrong, if you could say that, about Leicester. 4 wins from 19. They looked at one point they could be challenging for a European space, especially with the likes of Fulham, Vardy and Mahrez was in, but it's faded, and it's a top 10 finish at the end of the day. It shows the level of expectations at Leicester. I mean, they won the league title a couple of years ago, and the fans aren't happy about ninth. No disrespect, but if I was a Leicester fan at times, I would take that. But they're entitled to their opinion. They know their club more than me. I'm not saying their opinion's wrong or anything. So yeah, the coaching staff has also spoke of the toxic atmosphere at the club. Now, granted, all of this should mean Arsenal should beat them, but when you're going through all of these components, like I just said, the best team you can play is us, and these sort of things go out the window when you play us. We know man like Vardy, we know him very well. He's a street smart forward. He's going to conda centre halves. He's going to pull on the last man. He's going to get into space. If you've been watching football for the last 3 seasons or so, you know definitely who Mahrez is, and you know who the side is. So their side, they can trouble us. They might not be the Leicester of old, but they can still trouble us from set pieces. They can still trouble us in and down the sides and things like that. I believe in their last 4 or 5 games, I believe 5 I've got here. They've got 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 defeats to West Ham, Palace, and Burnley. 2 of them sides were in relegation talks allegedly. Palace have patterned up, but you get where I'm going. So yeah, man, they could have made Europa League like us. So it's a game that both sets would want to win. Just do it for their fans. Now the last thing to talk about is just the lineup. Then on that basis, now would like to see a strong side out there. I would like to see people make their debuts, but at the same time, I need to consider that we played on Sunday. Let's be realistic. I'm not a physio or club official, but if we played on Sunday, the boys are likely to get Monday off, which means Tuesday they'll be back in some capacity and that, and then they'll probably travel up on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening for the game on Wednesday. They're not going to travel on the Wednesday, so there's a lot of fatigue and traveling and them things there. So I need to consider the lineup. But for me, I'll go check and go. He wasn't troubled in the last game, so he deserves to keep his space. Right back is political. I believe Chambers has done his thing at centre half, but I'd consider him as a right back option for this game. Maitland-Niles has done pretty well when given a chance. Maybe he should be given another run out, another chance to get a Premier League appearance and get 90 minutes. Or Hector Bellerin. Now, he was terrible against Atletico, but he patterned up against Burnley. So on the basis that you're only as good as your last game, does he retain his space in the side? I'm going to go with Hector Bellerin. I want to put Maitland-Niles, but something's just telling me Bellerin. So I'm going to go with Czech, Bellerin right back, Kohler at left back. I believe he had a decent game against Burnley, so he deserves to keep his space. Mavropanos, he let his standards drop towards the end of the first half especially, but he deserves his space. One sec, guys. Bless me, that was a delayed one, but thank you. Mavropanos, like I said, deserves to keep his side. I would like to bring Holding in, so my centre halves would be Holding and Mav, but Mustafi is likely to come back into the side in some capacity. So it's going to be Mustafi and Mavropanos, but for me it would be Holding and Mav, so I'm going to keep it like that. In midfield, Xhaka has been good, but I believe he's been playing all season. It's very good that he keeps fit, but you can afford to take him out of the side for a degree. So I want to keep Xhaka, but I want to put Ramsey into the side. So I'm gonna take Xhaka out the side, but we'll leave him with a slash. So I'm gonna go with Ramsey. Jack Wilshere is another one who played very well against Burnley, so he deserves his space. In the 10, I'm gonna go with Mkhitaryan. Up front, I'm gonna go with Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. To be honest with you, bench, I'd like to see the likes of Macy, Emerald Smith, Nelson, and Dragmir. Essentially, to be honest with you, but yeah, there's nothing more to be said. There's at the end of the day, if nothing more, just let Wenger go out on a high, somewhat 6 wins. You lot can build for next season. You lot, if nothing more, you lot can show the new manager, wherever he is, whoever he is, however he's found, you can show the new manager you have a worth, because at the end of the day we can't go below 6, we can't go above 6, we can't win no trophies, but there's still something to play for. There's 6 points at the end of the day on the line. You're still playing for your future. Some of you might have a bad game and the manager who was going to bring you in his plans, the new manager coming in, might change up his ideas, and vice versa. I mean, let's be honest, like, not to dig out a Wobie, but he's probably one, regardless of being young, a young guy with potential in these things, he's one of them, if you're looking at just on the season and the basis of how they played, someone that should be scared for playing and for their playing first team football next season, or a first team shirt. If that new manager then saw the game against Burnley where Wobie played a blinder, to be fair and credit where due to him, he might think, oh right, I might be wrong, let me bring him in. So by that logic, 20, it sounds like an exaggeration, but that whole match day squad, bar the obvious Mesut Ozil because he signed a new deal, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Mkhitaryan just joined the club, bar them, Ramsey if he signs the new deal, and my guy Xhaka, people are playing for spots essentially. Now, there's nothing more to be said on that, man. That's the preview actually done at this point in the season. And all I can say is, people, thank you for your commitment and staying with me throughout the whole season. Arsenal, we ain't had no highs, but we've had some lows, we've had some mad times, and whether you're an Arsenal fan, I see the United fans, Spurs fans, Villa fans, all sorts, man. Like, here to talk football at the end of the day, and it means a lot. I know my name's deluded, and probably the name goes against me before you then want to listen to man and them things there. But honestly, people, without you, it's nothing. So, thank you. Hail up yourself each and every time. Thank you.